Hello, guys and girls. Chokester here, bringing you another episode of FTB Unstable. Well, we have some cool new additions. Well, technically just one addition, and that is a new fancy-dancy, hot off the press mod upgrade to refined storage. I've been waiting for this forever. I've been tracking it all along, and it's finally come out. Now, I haven't recorded in well over a week on this episode because I've been waiting on this. Actually, last time I recorded, I was on beta 2 of 1.2 release. And I was hoping that fixed some of our Mekanism stuff, right? So I've been wanting to, can't type today, Mekanism. I've been wanting to create some of these induction providers, but the Autocrafting had, some things to work out. And so, crafting, creating patterns and stuff. I tried lots of different ways, and it just wasn't working for me. So as you can see, I've created a whole bunch of patterns now, and we now have a fix for it. Well, mostly it's still a little bit finicky, but I'm excited. I'm very excited because if we look at something like an energy cell. And I like using the word energy here because it gets both the induction cells as well as the energy cubes, which are part of what we're trying to build. So you can see here I have recipes for each of these, and so I can pick make me one of these guys, and it actually has everything in here. All right, that all looks good. I hit that, boom, instantly done. Love it. Super fast. I like it. I like it a lot. Except for when you go to something like the induction cell. So let's see, induction, and we pick to craft one of these things, and we say make it. It doesn't use the recipe that comes from JEI. You have to replace this with the one that you've created. So there's still something with maybe NBT data. I don't think it's an ORDIC thing. I think it might be an NBT data, but I can craft that and boom, it makes it for me instantly. So let me show you what I mean in a little bit more detail. I'm going to take something like this high-end pattern, okay? This is the very last one. It is the ultimate induction cell. And I'll show you what I mean if I wanted to craft this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this out. We're going to recreate it from scratch, okay? So we'll throw this back in there. We'll clear this out, and we'll say, let's create an ultimate induction cell. So if I go over here to the ultimate induction cell, find the recipe, it's pretty simple. It requires that. Now if I were to just craft this right away, that must have put it back in there, darn it. Okay, so let's put that in here. And we'll put that in there. Now we have the pattern for the ultimate induction cell. Let's go over here and request that ultimate induction cell. So you see I already have one because of course I have to test everything first, but let's say we want to craft it. It's now missing these elite induction cells and ultimate energy cube, even though if I just say induction, I have recipes for them. All right, there's the elite that it needs, and of course the I wonder if there's something can I get both of these in there? No, I guess not. Advanced, yeah. The best I found is the energy that gets both of them, at least over in JEI, but it doesn't show it in here. So anyway, so yeah, it doesn't work. So what we have to do is we'll take this guy back out. We'll clear it out because that's of no longer use for us. Let's put this one in here this time. And so I have to replace these guys and this. So let's start doing that, and I'll show you. If we look at, let's do the energy cell first. So we need the ultimate, and let's find our ultimate here. So we're going to need to craft one up, and it's saying it's going to do all this. Now, obviously, I'm working backwards down. You'll have to work forward. So you'll have to start from the lowest level and work up and so on. But hopefully you guys can understand what I'm doing. So it just made all those, and I'm just do that. I remove the ultimate energy cube. I use this one instead, and that one will work better. Now we're still not ready, but I just want to show you what this looks like. So if I put that in there and I go back over here and I say give me that induction cell, make me another one of these, it now resolved this one, but we still have this as the problem. Okay, so let's go finish out our pattern. Let's clear this one out since we can't use it anymore, but that's okay. So this one's fine. Now we need the elite induction cell. So again, we'll pick the induction cell. I just need one. We'll make one of these, and obviously I've already fixed all my other recipes, and I've got all the stuff I need. So it's going to craft these here and make me one of those. So I'm going to remove all 4 of these. Now, Raul, the developer, and way too much noise, I believe, is the other developer. They've already seems to have worked out the issues with these energy tablets, which were always a problem before. The other thing is I have ORDIC turned on for this. There's things like lithium in this steel you'll want that for, but I believe it might also help with this if there's some that have energy in there, because I had some and that had some energy, and it seems to have used them. So I hope that's okay. Or I mean, I think that's kind of worked out or resolved itself. So we now have these have been replaced with the one that it can craft, and this one has been replaced with the one that it can craft as well. And so now we should have a good pattern, and we can throw that in there, and we will go over here, and we should be able to say Induction Cell, craft one of those. Now we have a clean recipe, and look at all the stuff it's going to need, which is awesome. We're going to have to craft an additional 84. I have 168 of them available. Before I started this, I crafted 256 of pretty much every single one of these, and so you see 232 are left because we've been testing it and playing around and making other stuff, but we still need an additional 140 of them. It's going to have to craft more steel, 84 more steel, and so on. But let's let that get started. And so it's going to crank along. And let's watch this. This is pretty neat. So here's the new crafting monitor, which is nice. I like it. Raul teased this, and I like it. It's cleaner. It does actually show the things that are processing. So we see that it's processing the enriched iron to get the steel. It's making glass. Of course, I have patterns for all these, right? I mean, that's pretty straightforward. But you can see that's overall all the stuff it's working on. I like it. And this actually works. It's the first release that actually works. Woohoo! And you can see this guy's going like nuts, gangbusters. It's making us glass. And this stuff is all going over here. Now, I still have an issue where I have to put this in manually. And I think I've come up with a solution. We might work on that. But notice that's finished. These guys are dumping out. And so the other thing is I created an elite infusing factory because this was a bottleneck. But you notice now I still have a bottleneck here. And there's a couple of things that are factoring in this. One of them you see was the extracting of these. But you also notice it's not able to import fast enough. So let's remedy that. So let's put in some speed upgrades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some speed upgrades in here, and that you'll see will dump them in very fast. But of course, this is, oops, I didn't mean to grab that. This is having trouble extracting it. So we can go throw some on the back side, and I believe it's this one. Yep. So let's throw those in there. And now you'll see that they're going up much, much faster, and it's able to keep up. Let's watch, see if it does another cycle. It might not. But you notice we are out of that compressed redstone because the Elite factory runs through it really fast. So we'll grab, I don't think I'm going to quite need more than, just a little bit more. That's why I grabbed 2. Okay, excellent. So let's get this out of my inventory. It looks like something else is working. Yep, it's working on its next round. And so now that's much better. It's definitely able to keep up. So just a little bit on the the importer back into the network, and of course some into the crafter up here. So that's what we did to let the Elite Infusion Factory keep up. So yeah, we got to do something about this. But let's go check on our progress. All right, we're still working now. This guy has a ton of stuff, but you notice there's not much left. We're done! Woohoo! So let's take a look. Induction. And we now have 2 of them. These guys hold 512 billion joules. Now, again, I don't know that math. It is not a straight 1-to-1, of course. I don't even think it's a 2-to-1. It's some weird thing. But I want to do something with our battery upstairs. So let's make a few of these. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, let's just make a stack of this. And it's going to have to craft some more of these. Everything I just created, that big buffer, it ran out of. So, but that's okay, because we have recipes to do that. That's why we set this up. So over here, excellent. We should be making, I think it's this one here, yeah. This one's making our enriched steel or enriched iron, then steel, and then it dumps it into here. I've already upgraded these guys. Oh no, I haven't. That's right. I don't need to do it in here because this is really the limiting factor. And this guy I've already upgraded. No, I didn't actually. I wonder if... Yeah, let's do that too. I wonder if that will help speed it up. Speed upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just see what we run into. Yeah, that's much better. Although I don't know if it was actually able to go faster. You know, now that it's definitely keeping them in here, which makes me feel happy. But it's clearly a processing thing. This guy is already sped up with as much energy and speed upgrades as possible. So that's all good. We're definitely extracting, you know, slower than ish, but, you know, slower than ish. I don't know how that works, but we're definitely extracting slower than we could be. But again, this processing here is really the limiting factor. And I'm going to need some more of this compressed here. Compressed, and I've already got plenty in here. So let's throw some in there. And we'll keep this on us because it's going to be using that, this one here. So I'm curious as to why this isn't coming into here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of them in here. But it might just be the crafting process that's going on. So this guy here is the one. Yep. So let's throw it in here. Oh, it's already got 2 of them. Good. So let's throw a couple others. We can always make more. So let's go back over here. Again, I know I'm watching it create, but I'm just refining. I'm tweaking this process. So yeah, we're definitely extracting as fast, or actually faster than we possibly need to. But hey, why not? Let's throw a little bit more of that in there. Okay, let's go check our process here. Good. We're going to make 500 steel dust for 60 of these things. That's just crazy. Actually, I'm wondering if the pattern is incorrect because I never did check that pattern. I want to see here. Where's that pattern here? 36. Yeah. So that's exactly what's happening. Let me show you what's happening. If we look at the induction casing, which is not up there. Let's see, can we get the casing quickly? So if we look at here's the induction, this one right here. See how, remember we all know that this is not really 9, it's really 1. Or this here, sorry, this here is really 1. So that's what happened. I wasn't paying attention, and it told it that I need 36 of these guys. So it's going to make a whole bunch of steel, whole bunch more than I need. But you know what? I'm kind of okay with that because I'm always running out of steel. Mechanism. I'm always running out of steel. And it will be really nice to keep excess steel in there. I'll fix that later, but that's exactly what's happening. All right, so we've got some of this induction casing. We have our ultimate energy cells. Let's go upstairs. Let's see what we can do. So the reason why is, let me actually take this apart. Well, first of all, let's look at the stats. Let's see. In here, I have 64 gigajoules, so 25.6. So that's why I say it's not half, it's less than half. So yeah, I don't know what the actual math is there. You know, it's like 1.9 something, I don't know. Anyway, it's 25.6 billion RF. That's just huge. That's just massive in this environment. Or I mean this small cube. So what I can do is I can take these out and I can go up if I wanted to and build up, but I got 2 more to put in here, so that means I got to take it 2 higher, and I got this tower. I don't want to do that. Let's go sideways. Let's make this a little bit wider. So I'm definitely going to have to do this, right? And then maybe I'll go wider in 2 dimensions. Yeah, I don't think I want to hang out here. I think I want to go here, but I also kind of like this walkway here. So, yeah, well, let's just see. Let's go. Come on, right there. And then we'll do that. And then, so in theory, if I put that there, I'll have just 1 more space, right? But I could go up 1. That was a huge jump. I could go up 1 more height as well. Let's see what that looks like. And then that will give us 2 more total. And that's really all we need. So if we put, actually I need to take that out. There we go. Let's grab that. All right, so if I were to put these guys, can I reach that? No. There we go. I can. Sweet. So then, in reality, all I have to do is just that, and I put my back here. It forms a multi-block, and I don't have to click on here. I guess I should have stayed over here. So I'll click here. Now we have 25 billion out of, I don't know. I kind of think that that's missing. Doesn't show us on Wayla, right? That doesn't help. Wonder if the one probe. You know what? That's kind of cool. Let's see here. Do I actually have? I know I didn't need to do that, but yeah, I do have the one probe. Let's check the one probe. Let's see what the recipe is. Yeah, I don't have that, but I can make it. All right, one probe. The creative probe. Can't do that, so let's do that, and that should be good. Let's go check the one probe. And I could put that on various levels of armor, but I got that right there. Okay, so yeah, so it just shows the, if I hover over here, it actually shows it, which is good. If I shift, it doesn't show anymore. Yep, I've got that. It's obviously draining, but yeah, that's all I can see. It doesn't show me maximum capacity, so you know, it's okay. It's okay. Let's put this back, right? And so let's see here. Yeah, I just wish that it had a little bit more, info for it. Am I going to be able to show it coming in and out? In and out? Nada, nada, nada. I guess I just have to wait to see if that's actually coming in. 25 point. There we go. Yeah, it just ticked up. So it's coming in, which is good. And in theory, this guy should be, yep, excellent. Now we didn't increase the induction provider, but we have an 80K and we have 40K from here, right? So 80K induction. This is 41 coming in here, and this is 30,000. So that's 71,000 total, and we've got an 80K induction. So I could load this up with more, dimensional transceivers. I'm not that worried about it. This is now storing a whole lot more, probably at least 10 times, right? So there's your 5, 10. I believe it's a little bit over 10 times as much capacity in there just from those two cells. So very, very cool. Okay, I said I wanted to do something about those the infusing. Now let me show you the problem first. So all right, if we start counting the sides, there are 6 sides to a block. Okay, the left side, if I were to, let's take the advanced infusing factory, okay? So the left side has an enrichment chamber, so it's not like I can, dump stuff in there other than diamond. So, I could tell this guy to export to the right and this guy to import the infusing to the left. And you'll see here, so there's an input, that's just for standard items. There's an output, standard items. There's energy. There's extra, and that's what we need for the infusing. So we need that extra to be on one of the sides. But we already have the top that's taken up. The bottom, if you look down here, is where the power comes in. So we can't go there. If we go to the right, of course, we've got another factory. And lastly is the back. So that's all 6 sides. The back has to have the importer on here, or at least I need to dedicate one side to be an importer. So what I'm thinking about is I can get that out of the way. I can, with that with the Ender IO conduits, I can have multiple functions within the same block. So I can allocate the bottom to pull in that infusing. So I want to try that out. The only problem is that I can't get it there easily. I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. I can't get it in there natively, so I have to have a buffer chest and dump all the stuff in there with an exporter, and that's what I think we're going to do. So I'm just kind of tired of having to fill this up. See, this one's empty here, and I got to put that in there manually. We're gonna automate this, and that one doesn't need any. And of course, this one could have some love, but I don't use it very often. It's very rarely used, and of course, this one's already all taken care of. This is how we make our compressed stuff. So let me gather some stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I think I have everything that I need. I have a chest, I have an exporter, I have item conduits, I got some item filters, and I've got each of the things that we're going to be exporting. So let's clear out some room here, and because we're going to need to get down here. Let's just do this. Now, technically, I really only need to get down here. but we're probably going to want to be underneath so we can see, assign filters, and all that good stuff. Okay, so here's what we need to do. In here, this one has compressed obsidian, this one has compressed diamond, this one has compressed carbon, and this one has compressed redstone. So let us, and this one over here is our, well, how we create those. So we're going to put, let's see, we want here, 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 and here. And I'm thinking maybe we'll put the chest right here because we'll still be able to open it. Now I could put it up one level here. That might not be so bad, but it's going to be kind of tough getting behind it. It'll be tough getting behind it no matter what. I could move it over here one. I could move it. You know what? I'm always strapped for space. I like that though. I might move this later on, but I might just put the put it over here. And let's get these out of here. So let's see what it looks like here. If I put that there, and then I'll be able to put the exporter on top. So we'll put the exporter right there, and then I can still open it. And then I can run this item conduit here, and I'll come down, yeah, let's come down over here and kind of get it out of the way. I don't really like the look of that. I like clean. So that's why I was going to put it, you know, like maybe right here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so what this has to be is this has to be extract, but I'm going to leave that on, and all of these have to be in insert. So we want to make sure we're on there, and we say insert and insert and insert. There we go. Insert, and lastly is this one is insert. Okay, so very straightforward. Let's start over here. This one is the compressed redstone. So we have to put a filter in here and say you are only allowed to accept compressed redstone. It's pretty standard stuff. You guys should all know how to do that. So this one is the carbon. There. And I could put, like, you know, stack upgrades, but frankly we don't use it up that fast. This one should be diamond. So we don't really need stack upgrades. We probably won't need speed upgrades, but we'll take a gander and see if we're going to need that. Okay, now over here we're going to then have to say, let's go from left to right. So we do that, and then that, and then that, and then that. All right, so in theory this should be filling up. It is. And then as soon as we do that, now we should start seeing this one. Oh, we haven't set our inputs. So now at the bottom we want to say extra. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. This one we're going to have to set the input to extra. There we go. This one we're going to set the input to extra. Oh, this one actually has an infuse on it, which is interesting. So there is, that's the right there. It's extra on the other one. It's infuse on this one. So they are the same thing. Just realize that they're doing the exact same thing. It's just that they're called something different depending on the machine. So remember, this is the standard metallurgical infuser as well as this. These are the factories. Okay, they do multiple ones. So just know that this is called extra here. It's called infuse over here. The exact same thing. Okay, so that should be good, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Now what I can do is I can do some level emitter type of things to, you know, to make sure that we have enough in our system. But ultimately, we're halfway automated is what I'm trying to say. So let's grab some stone, and we'll grab, say, a stack of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up, and in theory I just want to keep a stack in here so we always have some in our system. And we'll go back to our stone, and there, that should keep everything all filled up, and we won't ever have, if we put those all back in there, that looks good. Yeah, excellent. And we caught it just at the last minute. This guy filled up, and so now it'll just keep one stack in there at a time, and all good. We don't have to worry about like a priority or anything. Nope. And I could put speed upgrades in here, like I said, if we needed to. I could put speed upgrades on here if I wanted to. So yeah, that's pretty much a final build. I don't like the look of this. I think I want to move it now that it's all set up. It's just a big gaping hole. Now I could fill all this in, and I could, cover this up some. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Let's just see. There we go. Darn it. Having the toughest of time. And then this was regular stone back here, or at least it should be. The only thing is, can I still open that? Yes, I can. So, that's not too bad right there. That's not too bad. And if I do have to get down there, I can actually get to the side. I mean, I could still get to the side from here too. So, yeah, if I needed to. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So now we are good to go. Let's order up some stuff. So, Mekanism. Let's order up. How about if we go with 256 of these guys? Because we use those all the time. Anyone who says, oh, I'll make just a few, no. Multiple stacks. See that right there? It's now crafting it all by itself. Really cool. Really like that. So that's excellent. I'm very, very happy with this. Still have to automate the creation of that, but I can always go in here, the creation of the compressed redstone, but I can always come in here. Whoa, that was weird. Compressed, and I can go in here and I say, oh, make me 128 of those, and it just uses 120 pieces of redstone, which we have a ton, and you can see in here it's just cranking. Right, so now that will always be full for, well, I shouldn't say always be full. It'll be full for quite some time. So really, really cool. Like it. All right, guys. Well, I think it's about time. Let's get into our position here. Oh yeah, that's so good. Oh wait. Turn around and face me. No, I can't. Ah! How about if I crouch? No, that's not gonna work. Oh, no. Turn on. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. Hope you had a good time. Let's get this out of our hands. Yep, hope you had a good time. I had a lot of fun with this new refined storage. It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm really excited. You can also see, oh, I forgot to show you one thing. Check this out. We've got drives. Now, ignore the graphical glitches. Obviously, those aren't supposed to be there. But you can see actual drives that are rendered in there. And you can see status. You can see, which ones are filling up and which ones have space. And, oh, I love it. Yay. Oh, so happy. Yeah. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed it. I had fun bringing you this episode. I am digging refined storage. Really cool. AE 1.10.2. That's Applied Energistics. Applied Energistics 1.10 version is out too. That would be a lot of fun to play with. So we might take a look at that. They should be able to coexist just fine, refined storage and AE, but it'll be AE2. And it is so far just a direct port over. There's not too many new things, except, 110 uses the new JSON models, which are true 3D. So before, I was reading some of the forums, and they talked about having every single combination of this, whether there's a disk and stuff in there, had to be a different image. And, that's a lot of images. It's, what is that, 2 to the 8th? On off. So yeah, I think 256 different states of that, and then of course the colors and all the different. I know I'm showing you refined storage, but it's very similar in AE. So all the different animations here had to all be different images and cycled through, and now we have a much better way of rendering this stuff in true 3D. It's one of the reasons why we can see things like, where is it? This guy, when it spins around, that's new in 1.9, I think, and it's the new rendering capabilities. Now it's caused the developers a lot of hassle and stuff, but it's still really cool that we have that ability, and I think they're becoming more comfortable with it. So anyway, they've fixed a lot of those things in AE, and it's a lot more efficient. So should be really cool. So guys, all right, I'm gonna wrap up here. So much to talk about, so much to say, but we're gonna wrap up. So talk to you guys later. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Talk to you later. See you. Bye.